Hey guys, so I wanted to just make this video on how people a lot of times people want to just use you up. They want to use you up for what you can do for them, for what you have, and it's like they try to strategize how they can come into your life, to get what they want. And for some time, they're probably successful in doing what they want to do, until you figure out their tactics, until you realize that they're just pretty much trying to manipulate you, gaslight you, play in your face, take your money, steal from you, rat you out, just all types of shady type of behavior that these people have on you. And if you don't, love yourself or walk away, you will continually to get hurt because nowadays people don't care. People are very selfish and all they want to do is use you because, like I said, most people in this world, they don't care about nobody else. It's always about what can I get out of this? What can you do for me? And if you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Whether it's money, whether it's in relationships and friendships, whether it's through it could even be through sexual, immorality, activities. Like I said, people are trying to use people up. They're not trying to truly, befriend you. They're not trying to really love you and support you and have your back and, be loyal to you when it comes down to an opportunity that can present itself for them to cheat and rat you out. It's always about them. For an example, with Judas, he was around Jesus, and for some time, he probably was already thinking about it, but Jesus already told him that you were going to betray me. He already pretty much, made it known that someone was going to betray him, and everybody was asking according to the word, who pretty much will be doing this, is it I? And Jesus said, the one I would pretty much, give when he had like the drink and the food, he would give it to them. The ones I think he said the one who would drink it or eat it, is the one that's going to pretty much betray me. And it was Judas. And Judas eventually betrayed him for some money. So again, he was around him, right? But in the end, he betrayed him because he wanted something out of it. He just wanted that money. He wasn't thinking about Jesus. So the point I'm trying to make is that, people nowadays, they're around somebody for so long. If you have a big house or something like that, and you bring the wrong people around, there's nothing wrong with inviting somebody, to your home if they mean well. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you around the wrong types of people and you invite them to your crib and they got a bad spirit and they walk it around, they're trying to figure out what you got. You got like $5,000 sitting on the bed. And then later on, you go back and you count it and you only got 2,000. Well, obviously, somebody that was in your crib stole it from you. And so the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of people nowadays are just there to just use you up, steal from you. And then they want to keep on doing it. They look at you as just, something very useless. Like when you have a rapper and you just throw them in garbage, they don't really care. And all this bad stuff that's that happens to the person that's innocent, because it seemed like bad things happen to people that's innocent more, and those who are doing these wicked activities all the time back to back, it seems like they just keep getting away with it, but they're not, because Jehovah's eyes is everywhere. He knows how to get people to understand that, hey, I'm Jehovah, I'm watching you, right? The point I'm trying to make is that they're not going to get away with it, but at the end of the day, again, like I said, until they get the boot, so to speak, like until you pretty much remove them from your life and don't allow these types of people to come back in your life. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying to not pray for your enemies, right? You can pray to Jehovah God and tell him exactly how you feel and what's going on. What I'm saying is that sometimes you have to keep people at a distance, because if you don't, you can die. All right, you could end up, because they may end up harming you so bad to the point where you end up losing your life, or you may end up getting into some mess. You may even, for example, even your stuff being stolen because you keep on allowing these same types of folks to come around you. And all these things they're doing to you at the time. Like, for example, when somebody come in your face, they're not going to always say, hey, look, I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that you should be watching out for. I have a bad spirit, so to speak. They're not going to always come out and say that to you. So they're going to use things inside. For example, they're doing that, to you, right? And then over time, you realize, okay, this person is, playing your face, or they're making it seem like they have good intentions, but they don't. And then later on, you realize that that person was pretty much, really didn't have the best interest for you. They was just pretty much trying to just take from you or harm or hurt you in some type of way. And then you start to realize you're like, man, like, why is all this bad stuff happening to me? Why is this person doing me like this? And, when you were nothing, well, all you did was try your best to do good. But in the end, pretty much, you got snaked, you got pretty much. And like the situation with Joel, when he went through that, he didn't know that at the time that was the devil. He didn't know what was going on in his life. All he knew is all these bad attacks was coming at his life. So he probably wondered, like, man, like, what's going on? Why is all this? And the other people, they was thinking that maybe you done something wrong. Maybe that's why maybe Jehovah is the one that's doing this towards you. But at that time, he didn't know until later. Until you restored him, until you spoken with him, until you let him know exactly what was going on, then that's when he realized it wasn't you. So sometimes, as humans, we go through certain types of things. We may not realize it at the time that an enemy is in my home. A person that I was calling a friend is not really a friend. The fake vibes, the fake congratulations, people that surrounded me, they don't mean me well. And then later on realize that that person was against you, or that person had the spirit of the devil on them until a little later. And sometimes we start to think that is you. Why is this bad stuff happening to me? But it's not because we really did anything wrong. It's because the people that we're around and the spirit that people have and Satan is behind it. And so now we're getting used up or we're getting taken advantage of. So you have to be mindful of not to allow people to take advantage of. You have to lead people in the past. It's okay to have a kind heart, but have boundaries to not let people play in your face, because if you don't, they'll keep on doing it time and time and time until you graduate from that assignment. Until you graduate and go to the next level, then they ain't going to be able to. They can go to the door, they can bang on it all day they want, but they won't be able to get in, so to speak, because you graduated and you know exactly what they're trying to do. Like I said before, the bad person or the bad spirit behind a person or whatever, they're not going to always come to you and say, hey, I'm trying to waste your time. I'm just trying to steal from you. I'm just trying to rat you out. I'm trying to cheat on you and play in your face and X, Y, and Z. I don't care if you have a good heart. I don't care. If you wouldn't do it to me, well, I'm going to do it to you. These people don't care. You understand I'm trying to say? So the point I'm trying to make is that, like I said, don't allow people to take advantage of you. Don't allow people to use you. Know when to put people in their proper place. Know when to remove a person. Know when to, move forward in your life. And wait until God, if he decides to bring certain types of individuals into your life, trust me, he will let you know if you pay attention to the signs. Because not everybody's going to be jealous of you. Not everybody is out there to get you. There's some decent people out here. When I say decent, because no one's perfect, but I'm saying like there's some people that really mean well and have good intentions and would be truly happy for you without being jealous. But then there's a lot of people out here that would be the opposite, and they definitely would try to, do you in just like a Cain and Abel situation, being jealous, being hateful, and he used that as an opportunity to pretty much kill his own brother, and he did. So don't ever think that person want to do me like that, because you just never know. But if God is put this up on your spirit and he's letting you know, hey, this person is all right, of course, always still be mindful. But if God is giving you that type of sign, it's a good sign. It's a green flag, right? So pay attention to green flags and pay attention to red flags. But when you see it, don't be acting all crazy and keep on being around people like that. Just you don't even have to always say something. Just remove the person. You could block the person. You can delete the person. You could just change your phone number. Like, you can do it in all types of ways. But sometimes you have to remove your presence, because if you don't, people would take advantage of you and they'll just keep doing it. They will keep doing it. So if you don't have discernment, ask Jehovah God to give you the discernment that you need. But don't allow somebody to do you like that, because trust me, like I said, they will use you up until you have nothing at all. They will strip you until not, until you're left with nothing. And then you looking around and they're not going to be there for you the way you were there for them. So you have to be mindful of that. I hope this helps somebody out there. I did also try to use illustrations inside the Bible as well, because some of the stuff that we go through or we deal with is already inside the Bible. You understand I'm trying to say? So it's like, these are things that we can learn from, because some things you have, probably have never experienced. You have the ways of the knowledge and you just know what to do, what not to do. And some things you probably have experienced, and now you're more wiser and more smarter because you went through certain things, so you took those lessons. So now you can be better equipped, for the future, if it should happen or if it should try to present itself again, down the line. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video.